Melissa, as I read through your post, um, you highlighted for me some of the key things that I did take away from the reading um, as it pertains to that gold standard. Um, I know reading in the Prince text that there is a significant challenge when finding a golden standard, um, because of the validity of the tests and the measurements that are being used. As you mentioned in your quote, that the difficult part is using the same test within different um, cultures, within different regions. This was one of the issues I know we came across even earlier on in the text, where it was discussing the issue cross culturally with even understanding depression, or understanding what is really being presented in a given population. So, when looking to establish a gold standard, the biggest thing that would be needed right now, and I do agree, is there needs to be more data, there needs to be more research, there needs to be more done to kind of pull apart and see within different regions, will this work the same way? What data is there that is out there that or what data can even be collected to contribute to discovering a particular golden standard? Based off of what I have read and a couple of the other articles that I read, it seems as if it is increasingly difficult to find a uh, generic way to address the issue. It seems as if we have found a way to classify the issues. We have found a golden standard in psychiatry, as the text says, when it comes to measuring, when it comes to identifying the issue. However, when it comes to addressing the issue, I do not believe that we have found a specific way, one specific way that works every time. And it is because one, there has to be an understanding, as Dr. Berry said in his video, there has to be an understanding cross culturally. It cannot be just a focus on diversity. However, it has to be diversity with an opportunity for inclusion. It has to be diversity with an opportunity for those people to come in and be able to integrate into society, for them to take what they have and see how they can apply it to where they are right now. Also, when dealing with counseling practices, it is difficult to address specific key issues cross-culturally the same way. There's no cookie cutter version of of counseling, even when dealing with individuals within the same ethnocentric background as ourselves. There's no one specific way to address that issue. However, it is something that varies depending upon the sociology of the person. It is one that varies depending upon the upbringing of the person, and also biological factors that do take place in the lives of the individual. So when looking to establish a golden standard across the board, it has to be something that cannot fluctuate depending on the person or depending on the sociological background of that individual. But it has to be something that is concrete. It has to be something that can be translated no matter where you are from. And I do believe that it is difficult to find such a thing, that even though, we can compare, we can look to pull it apart, but it will be difficult. However, even though it may be difficult, I do not believe that it is impossible. So, as you said in your post, you said, you quoted Dr. Berry, and it says, in order to understand cross-cultural psychology, there must be research that includes many, many cultures and their cultural concepts. And once we have that database, I do believe that we'll be one step closer to establishing a general gold standard.